Hi everyone, and welcome to the first of a series of videos on all things wedding. Today I'm going to be talking to you about rehearsals. And you might be asking yourself, really? Why do I need to have a rehearsal? I've just got so much to do. I'll never get anything finished. And it just adds in one more thing. Well, having a rehearsal will set your mind at rest because everyone involved in your bridal party will understand what's going to be happening on the day. I usually encourage couples to book their wedding rehearsal at the very beginning. If you're having a venue, then it's best to book that date well ahead of time because they'll probably be busy. And it's important that you see if you can organise your rehearsal booking so that it's around the same time as your ceremony. In Australia, most of our weddings are outside and we are at the mercy of the elements. So we need to have a clear picture of things like the position of the sun and what the weather's going to be like, and we can make adjustments for that on the day. Okay, so who comes to the rehearsal? Well, obviously yourself and your partner, your bridal party, and anyone else who has a significant role in the ceremony, such as somebody who's reading, or people that are involved in rituals, or perhaps a parent that is giving the bride away. So they're the people that need to come to rehearsal, as many as possible of those. It's not always easy because sometimes you're waiting for people to travel from interstate, but we do the best we can there. So what happens during rehearsal? Well, we set aside roughly an hour for rehearsal. We usually don't go over that time. But what happens is we gather together and we talk about what's going to be happening during the ceremony, and then we act it out, stage by stage. Starting out with the music, of course. So if you're going to have music at your ceremony, then you need to bring this to the rehearsal so that you can give it to my assistant who'll organise it for you. And we'll practice the procession and the exit and the other parts of the music in the ceremony all during the rehearsal to make sure we've got the right things running. Okay, so not only the music, we also will be practicing readings. Perhaps not so much their script in the reading, but where the readers will stand, giving away the position of everybody, so where the couple's going to be standing and where the bridal party will be standing. Practicing the kiss, that's not difficult to practice. The signing of the documents, the introduction of the couple, and the exit. So we go right through everything, including practicing vows and ring exchange. Now, we don't actually say the vows, but the couple will be required to use a microphone on the day. So all of this needs to be rehearsed so that people are comfortable with what they're doing. So when we've done this once, we do it again, simply because the first time is usually a little bit clumsy as people are finding their way. But after 2 goes, most people are quite comfortable with how things are going to run. If we need to practice a 3rd time, well, we simply do until everyone's happy. So what happens when we've done that? Well, most of the people can just go quietly to the side or can leave the venue, but for the couple, they'll usually stay behind and I will go through some things with them. And the first and very important item is the signing of the declaration of no legal impediment, which is a statutory declaration stating that each knows of no reason why they can't marry the other. So that's usually signed at rehearsal. This can be done right up until before the wedding, but generally it's out of the way well in advance. And then we have some discussion on any final changes to the ceremony script, which of course hasn't been read out at the rehearsal, just by the way. That's all being kept. So we're just mimicking things as we're going through in that regard. So any changes to the script, discussion of arrival times on the day, Sometimes the bride will tell you whether or not they think they might just be a little late. And then we talk about seating, parking, anything else that needs to be covered. So, wrapping it all up, that's your rehearsal. And I'm sure that you understand now, after listening to everything that I've said, why it's so important. What I want for you is to have a beautiful wedding day with as few surprises as possible. And the thing is that if people are confident about how things are going to run on the day, then that just settles everything down and your day will be splendid. Thank you.